We're going to be smoking a slab of ribs today. It's the spare ribs, cut trimmed St. Louis style, so it's got the chine bone and a lot of the stuff at the top removed. This is 3 pounds, and we're going to get ready by prepping the thing. First thing we're going to do is remove the membrane. Just get a knife in there somewhere, lift it up, and start working it loose. Piece of paper towel helps this process. And that's gone. Now, trim with just a little bit of fat, and this little extra bit of diaphragm that's in here goes too. That's just tough. And a little bit of the fat, not much. That'll all render out. There's a layer of fat under there, but it should be okay. Now I'm going to just cut it into manageable sized hunks here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And starting with the bone side, I'm going to put the rub on. And to get the rub to it here, I'm going to use a little ballpark mustard. Doesn't take much, and it won't leave a mustard flavor. It's just a flavor enhancer and glue. And then we're going to dredge it pretty well with the rub. Put that back on. Okay, that's great. I'll rub that in just a little bit. I'm going to the meat side up now and do the same thing. We've already got the smoker started. It's going to be running at 225 to 250. And with the 3-2-1 method, we're going to use the 3-2-1 method for this. It's going to be 3 hours of smoke, 2 hours wrapped up in foil, and an hour back in the heat to firm it up. Use whatever rub recipe you like. This is a great rub recipe here. Right on the edges there a little bit. Around the corner. And right there. Oops, there we go. Okay, stop. Okay, off to the smoker. Turn that there off. Okay, we've got the grill done, fired up here. It's cooking away. I've got a hunk of hickory. That's what I like to use. Some people use mesquite. I think it's too acrid. And I got just a little fire going right in the middle. It's centered in the middle. It'll burn its way out. That's all I'm going to use for the entire 3-hour smoke. Got a drop down grate. And a terracotta saucer from Walmart for flower pots, covered with foil for easy cleanup, to provide me some indirect heat. My grate. And then the ribs go on. And this being the 3-2-1 method, I'm going to close the lid, smoke them for 3 hours, and not disturb them. They're going to be done at 225 to 250. It's going to get the temperature probe right there, and we'll be done shortly. Okay, it's been 3 hours, at between 225 and 250, mostly, probably averaging around 235. And it's time to take the ribs off. They look great. We haven't peeked, and this is the first time we've looked at them, but I adhere to the policy, if you're looking, you're not cooking. So now we're going to go take them and wrap them up for stage 2 of the process. Step 2 here. First step was the 3-part. That was 3 hours in a smoker at 225 degrees, indirect heat, using hickory. Step 2 is we're going to create an airtight environment where the ribs can steam, and the steaming will tenderize them by breaking down the collagen. So squirt it on some barbecue sauce. And this is just a little of my lime barbecue sauce, and then a little bit more of the rub. And there's several ways you can do this. What I like to do, I've cut a pan seaver bag in two. These things are good to 400 degrees, so they doesn't melt. I wouldn't recommend just wrapping in plastic wrap. If you wanted to create a good airtight environment, you can use these pan seaver bags, then saran wrap, and then foil, or just lots of foil. But here we go. Wrap these up, tuck them under. And on to the other half. A little sauce. I'm just doing the meat side here. That's plenty good enough. Some more of the rub, just like the other half. And seal it up good. Now here we can go a couple different routes too. If there was summer and the air conditioning was on, we go right back out in the smoker, put it back on at 225 for another couple hours. It's a beautiful, cool March day here in South Texas. So what we're going to do is I have the oven preheated to 225. We're going to put these in the oven for 2 hours. That's the 2 portion of our process. Okay, the 2 hours in the oven, or section 2 is done. We did the 3 hours in the smoker with hickory smoke. The 2 wrapped tightly in the oven at 225 to break down the collagen and rid around some fat. And now we're going to unwrap it, and then the 1 portion kicks in, where it does 1 hour in the oven, just to kind of tighten things up. This is piping hot, so you got to be just a little careful with it here. Trying not to make a big mess. That's one right there. I'll do the same thing to this side. Again, kept the steam in, and hopefully that's a lot of the collagen and fat rendered out down there that won't contribute much. Okay, we're ready for the 1 portion, back in the oven, 225 degrees to tighten up for an hour. Sometimes it don't go that long. You just gotta watch it after about a half hour, see what it looks like. Well, this was the last step of the 3-2-1 method. It ended up taking them out after about 30 minutes in the oven. So instead of a 3-2-1, it's more like a 3-2.5. Let them rest about a half hour so the everything kind of settles down. And now it's better just slicing them up. It's got a good smoke ring all through it. It's sticky from the collagen. This is going to be it's nice and moist. Back in there. Sometimes if you let this go too long, it gets too tender by Kansas City Barbecue judging contest standards. They like it to where it doesn't exactly fall off the bone, just a little bit of a bite left to it. That's not how I'm doing. I'm not doing it for a contest, I'm doing it for me. So falling off the bone's okay with me. And this appears to be how this one kind of goes. Yeah, actually this is just perfect. And the rub recipe we used was Wolf Rub. Wolf Rub Bold. Go buy his recipe. It's a good product. And if you want my barbecue sauce recipe, come to our barbecue website and you'll be able to find it there. I've got a free taco sauce recipe and a couple of good barbecue sauce recipes that you really need. Thank you.